Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yo.
Oh
Hey,
my
bud.
gosh! What's up?
Mate, how's it going?
It's going great. It's cool to finally talk to you.
Nice, nice. It's you too,
Alright.
buddy. You too.
Yeah. Wow. By the way, Blood says that he loves you. He just wanted to let you know. Yeah, man.
Oh, bless. Big fan of blood stuff. Big fan.
Yeah.
Some real creativity there. Love it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so it's awesome to finally talk to you, man.
You too, Chief.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So, how have you been? How's your day been so far?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Just been busy working and looking after my boy. That's pretty much
Oh yeah.
everyday life.
Yeah.
How's the stream? How's the stream going? I tuned in for a bit with Yandev, but it seems to be going well.
Yeah, we just had Mike on, and he dropped a $1,000 donation out of nowhere.
Jeezy, crazy, what a
After
guy!
he left, and like I didn't expect. I expected like he said he was gonna donate. So I was like, okay, he's probably gonna drop like 100 or so, because that's like, that's around the range like that we were kind of getting, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense for like someone his size. But 1,000, I was like, wow, that's
That
big.
is
That's
crazy.
that's insane. And I'm still a bit struck over it. It's kind of happened so fast. But yeah, no, we've done something good. And we're doing something good for the community and for something I care a lot about. So it feels really good.
Yeah. No, it's for a great cause.
Yeah,
So you're doing a great thing, my man. Well done.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate you coming with me. And I seriously appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, bud. Hey,
See-
so always good to help out.
Yeah, because like with Mike and Dev, like I've known them for a long time, and I know like we fairly recently just started like speaking with each other, so it means a lot. But yeah, I've told you, yeah, I'm a long time fan.
Oh, that really means a lot to me. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, so you've always been like a big FNAF YouTuber.
Yeah.
I remember you, Ryan, and Bazamalim, and Dawko, and sometimes Smike would all get on like I think it was every Thursday. It was Theory Thursday.
Yeah, baby. Theory Thursdays.
Oh my gosh, that brings back so much nostalgia.
I loved Theory Thursdays. They were such a good
Yeah.
time. That was a great time for the FNAF community because Scott was releasing teasers so often.
I know.
I think it was between FNAF 4 and Sister Location we really started to amp up Theory Thursdays. I think it was roughly about that time that we started them.
Yeah.
And he was releasing teasers all the time. So we had plenty to talk about, plenty to theorize. It was such a good time. I miss it, honestly. I genuinely miss that time. It was so good.
Yeah, it was a really fun time, but and yeah, but yeah, man, the teasers, dude. When the FNAF World people started coming in, I remember that was a huge deal in the
Yeah.
community. When the adventure
Yeah,
people started
well,
coming in.
he had the thank you message for FNAF 4, and he was basically saying thank you, so everybody thought he was done. That was it. FNAF 4 was, I think it was dubbed as the final chapter at one point.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one of the characters changed. Was it one of the endoskeletons or something changed first on the thank you teaser, and he just kept replacing them day by day by day to these adventure characters, like you said. And then, yeah, that's when FNAF World came out, which I will stand on this hill until I die. I love FNAF World,
Yeah.
and I still have it on my mobile phone right now. I still have the app. Because I really enjoy it. When my phone signal dies and I can't play anything else, it is a really good way to spend your time.
You see, it never came out for iOS, and like that's like one of the things, man. Like
No.
when it came out, I was like, I wish I was an Android user right now. And then he took it off.
Yeah, he did. The only reason I can get it is because if you've downloaded that first time, that's it. Even if you delete it, you can still re-download it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame it's gone because it's a little piece of history right there. And yeah, not everybody liked it because it took FNAF off into a way more family-friendly direction. But I loved it. I really do, and I hope he does update it to add a chapter 3 at some point.
Yeah, if he ever gets time, because I mean, now that he's not 100% focused on it, I mean, he said he might do an RPG, but who knows? Maybe he will return. But
Who knows?
because if I go on my Steam and I pull FNAF World up, since I still have it there, I got a lot of hours. I have 76 hours on that, and that's probably recently.
Jeez, that is a lot. Yeah, because you can speedrun the game in like an hour or something if you're good.
Yeah. But I think I left it on a couple times. But yeah, but it was a lot of fun because I would go back in hard mode, and then when the Halloween update came out, I would always play it. But yeah, it was really fun, and I think it was I didn't take the refund when he offered it.
Yeah, same. I didn't take it.
I was like, nah, you deserve it. I mean, it was a good game, and he spent a lot of time on that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, wow. So yeah, how did you like 1980s mode? I know your videos are more. You usually do your own story in them, which I freaking love. By the way, you're very creative, and I admire that a lot.
Thank you.
So how'd you like it? Did you like the music? No,
I really, I love the music, buddy. You did such a good job. Such a big fan of the bops, especially the opening one.
Yeah, I know. People keep saying that they really like that track. Now, if you're talking about Deadly Dangerous Love, that one I can't take credit for that one.
No, not that one.
Oh, you talking about menu?
Yeah, the 80s, the 80s main menu.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Then that's how I've been getting a lot of compliments on. But yeah, I'm really happy people liked that one because that one was it was gonna be a hard direction because I couldn't change the BPM. And I wasn't sure if I was allowed to add drums or not. But once I got the okay, I could just go all out, and that was really fun to do.
It was definitely worth it because that's visually the game looks good. So once you've got the visually, you've got people hooked with their eyes. Then you need to give them something for their ears as well. And the fact that both of them mashed up really well together is just a great way. Like you feel happy to open up the game. Even now, I've heard that song loads. But I'm impressed by the visuals, and I'm still impressed by the music whenever I open it up. It's like this is the perfect way to start. It's brilliant.
Yeah. What's crazy?
And then the
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. You go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate it. But what's crazy is I didn't actually get to see because after that, which it's funny you said that. After he showed me after I made the menu theme, and he showed me it. He showed how it was gonna work like early on. Right after he started focusing full time, I had started asking for visuals because I wanted to make sure I was getting like everything. I wanted to make sure everything fit. So he gave me visuals for the tutorial and some gameplay, and then for what the Light Music Club would look like, and it helps out a lot but the main menu just fit perfectly, and I'm really happy about that.
It worked really, really well.
Yeah.
And then you did the song as well, the rival, the female rival.
Yes.
her song.
Yes, that was me.
About getting electrocuted.
Electrifying, yeah.
It worked very well for her elimination. Yeah, that was also a very good song as well.
Yeah, everyone got it. You know what's funny? That was the fastest song for me. That was the easiest one to make. And
oh, really?
Everyone's favorite, yeah. So we're making an extended version because people got so attached to it. So it's going to be a lot more time and effort is going to be put into it, and it's going to be like a really cool updated version of it, and I've put in a lot of time and effort into it. And it'll be coming
that's
hopefully
cool.
soon, yeah. And the vocalist is incredible.
They are
really sweet, yeah. But yeah, so you're an actual. I already congratulated you about this on Twitter, if you remember, but you're a dad now.
Yeah, I've almost coming up for 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
Which is crazy.
And
well, not quite. March next year he'll be 3, but yeah, so 2.5. It's insane, man. I love that little boy with my whole soul.
Yeah.
And he just like it's different. People always said that or you see it on TV and on films and whatever, and people always say that having a kid changes your life, but it really does. Not only the fact that you're in charge of this, like you are completely 100% in charge of this soul's life. Like that child will die if you don't feed it and change it and stuff. But it's more your perspective on life itself as well. I find myself feeling more attached now to parental figures in anime or TV or any sort of media as well, because I feel some sort of affinity now towards them. I suppose it's just the same with anybody's life experiences. If you're experiencing something that another character is, then you sympathize and empathize with them more. But yeah, it's incredible. I love being a dad.
Yeah, he's so adorable.
He is.
Levi's his name, right?
That's the one.
All right, awesome. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so I've always because I know you love cosplaying in your videos, and it's hilarious. You used to you didn't do that back in the FNAF days, and when I got you on the Sim series, I see Osanos. What the hell did you come up with that?
Osana. Honestly, I don't know.
Thanos and Osana. How did you put that together?
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. I think it started. I think it was a joke by somebody. Told me. I think it all started out. I think there was a light goal to wear. I think I wore a more suit as Orange Boy, which was like a sort of hacking character that we had on the channel that was kind of based off of Day Shift at Freddy's, a FNAF fan game. And then I had that, and then I think I bought a purple morph suit for Purple Guy. And then it sort of, when we went to did more Yansim, and then I think there was a light goal. Somebody asked me to wear one of the school uniforms, the Japanese school uniforms, and I was like, do you know what? If you hit this crazy highlight goal, which was hit, yeah, I'll put it on. And then it just sort of evolved from there. I think Thanos, the not Endgame, was that the first? Well, it was Endgame. Infinity War, that was it. It wasn't Endgame. It was Infinity War came out. That was the first of the two parts. That one came out, and then there was the Thanos suit was going around that was out on Amazon or whatever it was, the site that I bought it off, and people were like, you gotta wear that now, and I'm like, all right, fair enough, I'll put that on. And then it just sort of evolved from there. Then there was I dressed as Osana for a video, and then Thanos for another one. Then there was the maid suit because there was the maid cafe update in Yansim.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there was the nurse uniform. I don't even know where that came from, presumably from the nurse from Yansim. And then I don't know why it came into my head was to cross Osana and Thanos, and that's where Osanos was born. So there's this, and then there's Thansky as well, which is Thanos, and then the Natsuki wig as well from the Doki Doki. So then, and then in tonight's video, there's a new one that's been born, which was Squidos, which is like a Thanos / Squid Game sort of costume. So it's just all sort of come out from Thanos. And another reason Thanos was suggested was because the Snap mode hadn't come out yet. So I think that was rumored to be coming out in Yansim around about that summer 2 years ago. Snap mode was talked about by Yandev. So sort of the snap from with the Infinity Gauntlet, and it just sort of all went together. But yeah, Osanos, that is one creation I will love till the day I die.
That is, I remember first seeing that. You first introducing that, and he's like, "You think that's good? Well, let me introduce you to Osanos. If you hit this light goal, I'll wear Osanos for the next video." And it just became a recurring thing. I just loved it. Was that that was around the demo, right? When the Osanos was put together.
No, I think it was a year before the demo, because the demo's been out for a year.
No, you were playing with Osana before the demo released, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because the demo's been out for over a year now, and it was a year before that. It was summer 2 years ago that Osanos was born.
Yeah, I remember
2 years.
You got the mods. You got the special mods to play the.
Yeah. Loads of mods about. I mean, Osana's been in the game for literal like 3-4 years. She's always been in it for a long time, and then people over time learned how to code her back into it. It used to just be a simple switch, and then Yandev made it a little bit harder, and people learned how to reverse engineer her back in or whatever it is, and so she's been there for a while. And then all the rivals have been in the game for a while as well. But just very, very, very basic models, not compared to what will come out. Yeah. And then now we've got 10 rivals to play with now. That's the great thing about the 1980s mode, is you get a taste for what the final product's going to look like.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, recruiting any modders, try to get 10 rivals in week 1. I've been trying to do it myself.
Yeah.
And it would help Papa Raz out a lot. So, yeah, it would help me out a lot.
Yeah, because I've got so many video ideas, and if there's some way to mod all 10 rivals into the first week, day 1, that would be brilliant. Because at the moment, what I'm having to do is just play through the entire game again, which takes a long time. Yeah. Even if you are just doing the friendship route, because that's what I would have to do. I need to keep them around. So the time-consuming part is the stealth minigame when you go in to burn all the bags for the friendship thing, because you have to do all that to keep them alive.
Yeah.
But so if there's a way to have them all,
like an hour, right?
Oh, it takes like 2 hours. It takes a long time because there's no way to cheat the Still, I mean, I don't want. I would like the rivals in easy, but I also don't want the game to be too easy. If you know what I mean. If there was a way to if there was a way to cheat, that would be great. Just to bring all the rivals in, or float around and kill all the bags easy.
With US, please.
Yeah. Okay. Someone. Okay. I was trying not to ask this because I know you only agreed to an interview, but someone donated. The chat has been wanting you and Mike to play crab game with us. Mike can't do it, but I'll let you answer.
I can't tonight, unfortunately, because it's already 9 p.m. for me now. Actually, or just past, unfortunately, and I got to be up early. But I tell you what, I want to play it. I really do. So what I'll probably do at some point is tweet. I'll put a tweet out and say this is the code. If you've got the game, which is free. I mean, everybody should download it. It's such a fun little game to play.
It's really
so that's
fun,
what I'll do. But any other time, buddy, I would have been fine with it. But it's just a bit late now.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. I apologize. Sad pogs in the chat.
They've been going on about this for the past 8 hours.
Oh, bless. I will. I promise I will put out a tweet at some point.
But I've taken it a bit satirical because I was like, I don't know if they can do that. I don't want to bother them with that because they're nice.
Oh, it's not bothering to ask. No. Honestly, like it's no bother just to ask. I just can't tonight, but another time for sure.
But thank you for the donation because that does go to a good cause. So
yes, thank you. Is it Clodhopper?
Clodhopper. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. So when you were spawning Osana in the game, I always wondered this because I know YouTubers knew about it but were avoiding it. Were you worried about spoiling yourself, or you just like whatever? I'm gonna see it anyway. Or
it was 6.5 dozen because there were parts that I just refused to see. I saw. There was even in my videos as well. I deleted a lot of footage that I thought was bordering on too much being shown. There was some parts I did take liberties with, and I probably shouldn't have shown. But there was some certain parts of our actual storyline that I had started to see, and I took my headphones off until the cutscene was done, and I cut it from the video to stop spoiling myself. So when the full demo came out, there was a huge chunk. I knew Monday inside out. Like that's what I got to play. But Tuesday onwards, I knew virtually nothing that hadn't been shown. Because Yandev had shown a lot as well. There was a lot in videos. Like we already knew about Musume's conversation with Osana. We already knew about this and that. But again, that was another reason why 1980s was so good. Is because we got an entire storyline, and people connect more with Mama Aishi than they do with Ayano, which is crazy. But I think that's just because Mama Aishi is she's well-rounded. Her story is virtually complete.
Yeah, she's got.
Whereas Ayano, we don't know much about.
Yeah, she's got a full story. And I did notice that in your videos, you mostly didn't show stuff that Yandere Dev hadn't already shown.
Yeah, I did. I think I did show something I hadn't. I tried to stick to what he had shown before, but I'm sure at some point I spoiled something unwillingly that I thought was already there. I mean, it was pure accident. I wasn't looking for the clickbait at that point. My clickbait all came from winning Senpai.
Yes. No, but I did speak to Dev about it because I was actually kind of curious. I was like, hey, he's like, nah, it didn't really bother me. I of course I'd wish he didn't, but it's okay because he's not spoiling anything. Because I wondered how he cared. Like, he's like, as long as he doesn't spoil anything.
I never want to ruin the game because I'm a big fan of the game myself, so I don't want to ruin. I want genuine reactions when when I'm playing the game as well. So if I'm not going to show it, I'm not going to want to see it just now. I want my reaction to be on camera so that we're experiencing it together. Whether that you've watched somebody else's video first, played it yourself first, it's all part of the experience, and I want that up on the channel. So it's there as a nice bit of history as well.
And Dev really likes you, and he likes your videos. He's told me that. Like when we were going over,
it does because
when we were going over who should get a doll, I was a part of that process. You, Mike, Lauren, of course, the big three: Mark, Jack, and PewDiePie. Corey and a lot of the smaller channels were like some of our first options, and he denied some of the really, really small and obscure channels, but all the ones he knew, he said, of course, absolutely, and you were one of them. So, yeah,
it does mean a lot. I obviously I message him when I can, and I obviously don't want to message him too much because he's a very, very busy man. But I told him how much I liked 1980s, and I thanked him so much for keeping me as a plushie in the game, updating the model, and then because there's my Easter egg as well. As a video game, I was Minecraft in the normal version, then I got updated again. So it means a lot that even with these new modes, he's still thinking about how he can add me in as an Easter egg. So that genuinely, it does mean so much, and I messaged him saying that as well. So
you're Tetris in this one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I remember.
Good old Tetris boy.
Yeah. See, you know what was weird about 1980s mode is because, like, I had been a long-time fan as well. So I also offered to do, like, miscellaneous stuff, like go through the game, and I got offered that. So going through the game and giving him suggestions of, like, he already had the newspaper club in mind, but I didn't realize that. So I was like, oh, the info club can't be the info club, maybe the newspaper club. And he was like, oh, yeah, I had that planned. And I was like, good. But that was one of those things, was the shop. Replacing those joke names with similar joke names. But
it's good. It's a nice touch. And I'm sure it means as much to me as it means to Mike and Jay. Oh, what was the fourth game? There was 4 games.
It was Mike. And Veggie Gamer wasn't there.
Honestly, I can't remember. I think I checked out the shop once. But yeah,
I think it was Veggie Gamer. I think. But I don't know what it was.
But it's nice to. It's always an honor to have a little Easter egg of yourself in the game, a little part of history that you've made enough of. You've made an impact, so that's always nice.
Yeah, I was shocked to know that because he gave an okay to some of the volunteers getting dolls, and I was one of them. And this was, I think, mid-process of 1980s mode. So in-game, there was only a couple songs. I had School Day 9, School Day 5, and the Alphabet Killer Challenge song, and a couple sound effects. But by that point, I was working on the 1980s mode stuff, but it wasn't even in-game. So to get a doll then was really, like, it was really touching. It felt really good. It was really awesome.
That's dope, man. That's really good. I mean, you've done such a good job with the music, so it's understandable that he like to pop you in there as well.
Yeah. Now, you have no idea how much I fangirled when you sent me my own video, the I Will Shock You video. I was like, oh my gosh, he's been on my channel. No.
I think it got recommended to me as well, and I was like,
saw
yes.
that. People been
It
getting
got
recommended
recommended.
videos for once.
Mm.
I've never.
That was
had
good,
that happen
man.
to me, though. Yeah.
It's totally. It's understandable why it has been why it is getting recommended by YouTube, because it is dope.
Yeah, it feels awesome. Yeah, so there actually was supposed to be a meme officer badge that was going to be in the meme closet.
Really?
According to Luigi Sake, one of the other volunteers. However, we got a donation. Hold on. One moment. Thank you, Yuri, for the $3.
Hey, you get money to the charity.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll send that over to them. Even though it wasn't through Tiltify, I'll take care of that. Anyways, yeah, according to Luigi Sake, so they were gonna do it, but it seems that there was a problem with the chest, adding a badge to the chest. It wasn't working out,
that's
so they couldn't do it.
cool. No, that's totally understandable, but that's nice that it was considered. That's really cool, that is.
Yeah, the meme officer went a while. Oh my gosh, another one. We got another one. Thank you, Marionette Puppet Master, for the $5 going to suicide prevention. I really, really do appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. That helps out the cause a lot. Incredible. But yeah, that meme officer thing went on for a while. I really enjoyed that era.
Yeah, the meme. I enjoyed doing those videos. They were good. They took a lot of effort. That was the problem. Because one, you got to find memes that are good. So sometimes I would look through like 2 hours worth of footage and then get like a 10-minute video out of it. So they took a long, and then you'd have to edit it up and stuff. And I spent a long time on editing. But it's something I could definitely look to start doing again. I like doing the FNAF memes and stuff like that, because there's some really good ones there.
A lot of security breach memes, which is really exciting. I can't wait to see that come out. However, I don't have a PS5, and I'm probably not going to get one just for FNAF as much as I want to, because that's a huge expense.
It's coming out for PS4 as well, is it not?
It might be. I'm
sure it is. I don't think many games are PS5 exclusive at this point, because it's such short demand. I'm sure it's coming out for PS4 as well.
I hope so. Okay, then we might be all right. But yeah. So so what game besides FNAF and Yandere Sim would you ever like to touch on? Because I know you're a very FNAF and Yandere Sim centric channel, but have you ever had like a game that you want to kind of include into that duo? Because I know every once in a while you go to another game like for a one-off or something.
Well, Danganronpa is always a game that I've done here and there. Yeah. I played through the second and third game. Never heard of Ultra Despair Girls. Nobody needs to ask me about that. There was that's a game that I'll touch back upon, because the new one's coming out on the Switch. That's coming out in December. So I'll probably do a couple episodes of that. If people enjoy it, I could do some more. That was always a game that I really, really enjoyed. Awesome. The storyline for Danganronpa was amazing, and I got to do voice acting. I got to really enjoy it, and yeah, that was brilliant. If I could play any game on the channel, it would be games like that, really story-driven ones, because there's something that you can get into.
Awesome.
Something you can really get into.
Yeah. How do you feel about like your longevity? Ever since FNAF became a big thing, you've been able to maintain longevity. What was your mindset through all that? It's
hard. It's hard to answer that. Like I feel like I can make quality enough videos to survive for as long as I want. Whether it's still on this channel, whether it's on another channel that I've made, it all depends, really. Depends if I get cancelled for saying something ridiculous.
Anything. It could be anything.
It could be anything. I think I can make decent enough video. I'm not saying I'll make the top tier, but I obviously make some decent videos to have the following that I do. So with my experience behind me, I think I could probably move on to something else after everything else is done that I'm currently covering, and then hopefully make a name for myself in that community, or do more variety. Maybe do, who knows? I definitely wouldn't do something like vlogging. I think that would be mentally really tiring, doing your whole life, having your whole life out there. I'd be happy to do the occasional vlog and stuff.
Yeah, I want to give a quick thank you to. Oh, sorry. I want to give a quick thank you to Yuri and Maxto. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. For the donations, I really appreciate it. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry. I felt obligated.
No. Donations are way more important than what I'm saying over here. Everybody's doing a fantastic job here, and the money raised for charity is already incredible, and that'll really, really help people that need it.
Yeah, seriously.
So big poggers in the chat. I'm trying to find your tweet, and I'm gonna retweet it again.
I really do appreciate that, honestly.
Although I've untweeted it because you can't. But yeah,
retweet.
Retweet.
Gosh. Also, congrats on getting verified. That's fairly recent. That was a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah, when was I was during the summer at some point. I can't remember exactly when.
Yeah. That was,
but
yeah, that's awesome.
It was really random. I can't even remember what I really was quite tongue in cheek with the way I did my application. I can't remember exactly what it was now.
Because I remember them reopening them, and I was seeing all these people getting verified. I was like, whoa. But yeah, that used to be such a big deal. I remember on Twitter. I still feel like it kind of is, but like, yeah.
I see it as it's nice to be acknowledged. It's not something that I felt that I needed, but it's definitely something that will come in useful.
Right.
And people can go just okay, check mark if I say something out of pocket.
Right. So I know as a longtime viewer, you had to really shift. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. You had to really shift your content because to kid friendly.
Well, I wouldn't say kid friendly. I would just say more advertiser friendly.
Well,
but yeah, there was a shift.
Yeah, because I mean, there's always the innuendos, but you couldn't swear anymore.
Yeah. No.
How hard was that shift? I mean, I know occasionally there's.
Not really.
There's a couple, but like
there's a lot of edgy. It depends what you classify as a swear. I went with
You just replace words. And
yeah, I replace words. Yeah, YouTube has relaxed quite a lot on the whole swearing thing. Obviously, if you drop into F bombs and C bombs, then you're probably gonna get demonetized. But they're a bit more lax over other words. I won't say them.
Yeah,
because I don't want to get you demonetized or anything like that. I don't classify them as swearing, but Americans may. But Scottish, we pretty much just say anything, and it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I say bastard on my channel. That's the only. I don't really.
I don't think it's not a swear. The only reason that word's a swear is because of the original meaning of it. That's literally, and it was used as an insult because you were born out of wedlock. That was literally. I don't even
see that as an insult. It's just like a fact.
It's not. It's not. Yeah, it is. It's a fact. Nowadays, it's a fact. It was obviously back in the 1600s or whatever. It was seen as a big thing, but not anymore.
And I appreciate another donation, Yuri. That's $5 in total. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah, I don't see it as a bad word. But you used to kind of be like a Philip DeFranco. You'd call everyone the beautiful bastards for a while, but.
I didn't even know about Philip. I stopped saying beautiful bastards before I even knew about Philip DeFranco. So when I heard that's. I
used to think Philly D was copying you. There
was no way Philly D would have known who I was at that point. By the time I had stopped that, well, I can't remember when I stopped swearing. After FNAF 4, I think. Mm-hmm. I think it was around about Sister Location time everything started getting cracked down on.
But yeah, I noticed that because I think there was a gap between in between FNAF 4 after in between the teasers of after Sister Location. I kind of stopped with FNAF content, and then I kind of picked back up with your Yandere Sim content. So when I came back after a while, actually no, you were playing Ender Sim during that time. I forgot when it was, but when I came back after maybe like a month, I noticed you'd stopped swearing. I'm like, wait, what? Am I sure I got the right guy? Because it was like, your humor was really like it was my kind of humor. Thank you, Blood, for the $10 to the charity. I really appreciate that. All
Legend.
of you guys are so sweet. But no, I love your humor, and I still do, and I still like how you're able to sneak it in. I'm not that clever.
My innuendos have just gotten stronger. The thing is, I've always used innuendos. Like what you see on the cameras is just like a heightened version of me.
Right.
It's me, but it's just like dialed up a little bit. I couldn't be like that 24 hours a day. But that's pretty much me. It's just like toned up a tad.
How are you doing on time? Because I'm okay to go as long as you want. Because I got.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay just now. I just tweeted out, so we'll.
That's probably a good point. That's dumb on my
but
part.
yeah, I can hang out for a little bit longer, and then I'll have to go. But yeah, it's fine.
Let me know. Yeah, I love having you here. So you just let me know.
Yeah, I'm happy to answer questions as long as they keep coming.
Yeah. So. Let me see. Let me find some questions in chat. So far as they've all been on the top of my head so far. Most of them at least. Let's find anybody ask questions in chat at this point. Let me go find some from the rewards. I already asked some from earlier.
Oh yeah, so you did.
Yeah, we already took care of them. Okay, just making sure. I already got the rewards. Did I?
But yeah, if there's any questions people want to know in the chat, just go ahead.
Yeah. There's the one. Okay, there was a newer one that was from the rewards. Oh, they're hoping we're having a good time. Okay, that's not a question. It's okay.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good time, whoever that was.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I did find out Security Breach is supposed to be on the PS4 as well as 5.
Okay, awesome.
I think it obviously is going to look much better on the PS5, but it is available for PS4 for anybody who has not been lucky enough to get a PS5 at this point.
Yeah, and they're crazy expensive.
Yeah, they are. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, so I might just even, I don't know, if there's a pack.
There's no.
Then I might get it. But yeah, I really appreciate you being here. I can't believe that you're here. This is awesome. This is today so far has been amazing, and we've surpassed my expectations by a long shot.
Oh, I'm glad, buddy.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, you were on our birthday project for Yandere Dev. That was pretty legendary.
Yes, of course. When I was asked, like,
yeah,
as somebody that's known Yandev for a long time now, it was an honor to do a little something for him. Yeah, it's always nice to do these kinds of projects and stuff like that. So it was my honor. Yeah,
no, we really did appreciate it. Yeah, and when he saw it, we were actually in a big voice chat when he saw it, and he was like, he was really happy that you decided to help out with it. It made him really happy. He said it put a smile on his face. So it was really awesome.
Oh, that's good.
I can't see.
I'm glad I could help out. I can't even remember. I can't remember what I said. But I put there's some Raz type humor in there.
Yeah, it was funny. Okay, I found the question. Okay. Here we go. I hope you have an amazing day. By chances, will you be able to react some more VHS tape videos for FNAF, including their tapes? Their name is Marionette Puppet Master. And 12-man _ OP's FNAF VHS series, including Fazbear Connection, Afton's Secret.
I'll probably, at some point I'll definitely look into more FNAF VHS stuff, for sure. Especially around about the time of Security Breach, when everybody's going to be really excited for it, because that'll be the prime time for doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I love looking at VHS tapes because the talent in the FNAF community is incredible. And Yansim, I mean, that's two reasons. That's two communities that have survived for as long as they have because of the creators constantly putting out content, and then the fan base keeping it alive in between those times with fan-made content. And it's incredible what people can do.
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen some of those VHS tapes, like Scrippus McGrimpus. He's really, really talented.
Really talented. You got some really good people out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I couldn't imagine putting all that work, each keyframe, doing that kind of animating. I just could not imagine doing all of that.
It's got to be a lot of work.
Yeah, extremely tedious. But yeah. So yeah, a lot of new FNAF content. It's been a while. I know that the build up for Security Breach has been long, but it's been a while since we've gotten some solid FNAF content. We've just kind of been going off what's been said on Reddit for a while. How does it feel to finally have a nice trailer?
Good. It's really good. There was never a worry that Steelwool were going to do a bad job, because we already had Help Wanted, and Help Wanted was one of my favorite FNAF games, one of the best, I think, ever. It was so good, and the way that they managed to port it all into VR was amazing, and they did such a good job there. I had full confidence that they would do a great job of Security Breach. It was the fact that it was almost like radio silence from them for a long time.
Yeah.
But they obviously had their reasons. It's just us being overeager fans, isn't it? We're wanting juicy little snippets at every point we could, and it was hard for us because the way Scott dealt with all the promotion, it was him on his own. He would make the games and he could release whenever he wanted. So he would release his teasers on his website, and that's what really helped build the FNAF fan base. Is everybody speculating over the teaser trailers and then the little teaser images that he would pop up on his site once every couple of weeks, sometimes. Other times it was once every month.
And then with FNAF Reels every day.
FNAF World was every day. So going from that to then Steelwool not giving us anything for months was obviously, we'd been spoiled with Scott, and then we went to normal game development with Steelwool, because Steelwool aren't doing anything different to any other company's doing. You get the information for the new Need for Speed or the new whatever. I really don't play that many games.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I couldn't think of what either.
The new Banjo-Kazooie or whatever. You don't really hear much in between the state of plays, do you? Or the it was E3 at the time or whatever.
Nintendo Directs and whatnot. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't hear much in between these big things. That's where the companies are like, here's the information, enjoy it. Whereas with FNAF, we expected more, wrongly.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were spoiled by Scott. So now that we got the Freddy and Friends cartoons that Steelwool were doing, which were really interesting, such a good way to incorporate again the way the FNAF VHS community exploded last summer. They used that style to then do their own teasers, which I thought was very smart. And then we obviously got the hype trailer last week, which was really cool.
It's cool.
So yeah, it's nice to have things.
Yeah. Like using Freddy to your advantage. I'm interested to see how that's going to work out.
Yes, it's a brand new mechanic that is, and that's something that's really exciting as well, is that not only have we got what looks to be a huge game, is we've got new mechanics as well. The fact that you get to use one of the animatronics to actually help you and sneak past the other animatronics and stuff. It's a very cool idea, and we've got about a month to go until it's out, which is amazing.
Yeah, although I think my only complaint with Five Nights at Freddy's as a series, besides FNAF 2, is that Freddy never felt very intimidating, and I always felt like he was supposed to. Until, actually, FNAF 1, the later nights, never mind. He was extremely intimidating when I didn't know what I was doing.
Mm.
But I feel go ahead.
I don't know, FNAF 4 really amped up Freddy.
Yeah, I will say...
FNAF 4 really amped him up. I mean, you can't really class Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Yeah, he was there as Phantom Freddy, but none of the Phantoms were particularly scary beyond them suddenly appearing in your face.
Yeah.
It was more the FNAF 2. He was quite intimidating. Not Toy Freddy. Toy Freddy was anything but intimidating. None of the toy animatronics were intimidating. They weren't scary. They were just there. Toy Chica is everybody's fantasy girl.
Well, when I first saw that little tweaker without a beak down the hallway, okay, that did freak me out. The first time. And the first time seeing Toy Freddy in my office before knowing what to do, that freaked me out as well. But after that, I got over him. Toy Bonnie was never scary to me. I never got scared by Toy Bonnie. Ever.
FNAF 2 kind of lost the horror aspect after about night 2 or 3 because it was more... After that point, it was more about animatronic management. There was so many animatronics coming after you that it was less about the horror and it was more about the surviving. So it was more of a survivor than the rest. And I think that's why after that game, Scott toned it down until Ultimate Custom Night. But that was just,
oh my gosh,
that was the different level of difficulty.
Gosh, Dawko beating 50-20 mode is still a legendary moment.
Unbelievable, absolute hero. Absolute. The fact that he was able to do that.
Yeah. And then
mad lad.
Talk to Scott Cawthon on a voice interview. That's unheard of. That it was insane. Wow. Yeah.
He's It was such a good interview as well. It was great to hear because I've met Scott before. I've met Scott. But
you did. I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Vegas. It sounds like we went to Vegas for a party time.
No, there was the event, right? Like the IRL FNAF event, right?
The FNAF Horror House, yeah. So that was in Las Vegas, and Scott invited myself, 8-Bit Ryan, Bizamalam, myself, and Corey. And Dawko was invited, but he couldn't fly at the time because he had a punctured lung. He damaged his lung, so the air pressure. Yeah. He was told not to fly.
It was sad because
which was gutting. But then he got the interview and stuff with him, and he's still really close to Scott as well, so it's good. But he's just a genuinely amazing man.
Yeah.
And we didn't actually get to spend too much time with him because he was so busy with the event itself. Because obviously he was traveling there and he had to oversee the project and make sure it was all good and everything.
Which is crazy. Like an indie dev getting his own event, but still having to like be the indie dev, like in a way.
It was crazy because at that time, because that was literally the week before Sister Location was released.
Yeah.
Which was. So he was knee deep in development at that point as well. He was supposed to release it for Halloween, but as always, Scott released it early.
he's such a I never get over that. He always got it early. I
which is
Sister Location.
Which again is another reason why people were going so crazy because Steel Wool wouldn't give us a release date for Security Breach.
Which is so smart, by the way.
People were like, well, Scott would just give us it. Yeah, it was very smart. Do you know what? Considering the amount of pressure that Steel Wool was under, they handled it really well. Like, because people were rabid. FNAF community's rabid.
I love them. I love them to death, but I'll never understand how it can get so rabid. Yeah, I agree.
It's just people being excited. At the end of the day, it's very difficult, especially last year with COVID and being stuck in the house and not being able to do very much. Like you just take to Twitter. And you say things that you probably don't mean.
Yeah.
But I got to applaud the way Steel Will handled it. They did it really well because they could have just kept giving us dates to keep us happy, but they just didn't. And the only time Steel Will spoke was when they had something for us. So they didn't break any promises there, and they didn't hype us up when they couldn't, when they shouldn't have. And the one thing I'm a big part of this is we all hyped ourselves up. Whenever there was a state of play from PlayStation, we were all like, is this the one? Is this the one? And it never was, because Steel Will never told us. Every time there was something, Steel Will told us. Yeah.
Is this the one? And then, like...
Oh, that man, I love him. He's so
I love
excitable for the trailers.
He makes me so happy. Buff helping memes. Oh my gosh, he gets you at like the most random moments because he's such a genuine guy, and you don't expect. He seems so chill and genuine, and then out of nowhere he'll just scream or something like that, and it's freaking hilarious. I don't know.
He just pops off when the trailers.
Yeah.
He's just a big fan. That's all you can say. He's just a big fan.
Because
the things we should be focusing on is the things like the amazing work that you're doing here today.
You're freaking sweet.
No. We focus on what is good in the world.
Yeah.
And doing stuff like this is this is going to help people that really need it. Yes. And that's the kind of thing that we should be spending our energy on.
That's right.
So I applaud you and everybody who's here today and everybody who's donated and everybody who's supporting. You're all doing a great job, and that's the kind of energy we need in this world.
Yeah, I really appreciate that because people focus so much on the negativity, and it can get hard not to, for sure. But focusing on what, because people are trying to... I wanted to do something good in the community and good for something I care about and something that personally affected me. I know the resources help a lot because I've been through the process. And anything to help support that is something I want to be... something I'm all for. So, yeah, like when I was at 2.9k subscribers, I said, okay, when I hit 3,000, because I was going to hit it like really soon, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. I hit it like in a week, and then I hit 4K the next week, not expecting it when 1980s mode released.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh. So I was expecting to do it like in a month, not like in a couple weeks. So it was a good treat, and I'm happy I was able to do something and am doing something that's going to help a lot of people that have been in similar positions as me, because it's something that I ache over, that people feel the way that way, the way I've felt in the past. It has an effect on me.
I'm glad that you're able to get the help that you needed at the time, and then you're able to pay it forward now and hopefully help somebody else who needs it. I'm sure this money will be used amazingly and will help out, which is amazing. It's amazing to see. It's great to see.
And I want to highlight something for you. Like, I mean, even the work you do, even just making videos, like that was an escape for me, just watching YouTube, and your kind of content helps a lot of people out. And I hope you know that. Like, you help. I even get it with music stuff. Like, the stuff that people do in the community gives them like an escape. It gives them, a way out and a time just to, focus on something that'll make them smile. And it's a big deal. And I think that's something that people don't really realize.
I just do my best, my silly best. I just wanna entertain and make some fat stacks off it at the same time. I just think that's ideal. Make a little bit, get that bag and do a little bit entertaining. And if I help even one person out of if my video gives them that 20 minutes, half an hour, however long the video is, if it gives them that little bit of escapism, that is just amazing. So I'm glad I can do that for people.
I'm sure you get this question every minute of every day. But what is your all-time favorite FNAF game?
All-time favorite FNAF game?
If you could go back to a certain FNAF era, what would it be?
One holds the nostalgia, which is great.
Of course, yes.
4 holds the horror. 4 because you had to really listen to that game, and it changes. Game, it honestly changes the way you play the game and the way you commentate, because you have to really pay attention. You have to listen for the slightest it's breathing you're listening for as well. So when you hear that breathing in your left or your right ear, you just crap yourself. Like, it's unbelievable. So those 2, and then probably FNAF VR after that. Because FNAF VR was just the next level. It was just the next logical step. We were waiting for basically a 3D FNAF game, almost like a free roam.
Yeah.
But this was like a VR version. This was really good. There have been people that ported FNAF 1 into VR and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was fun. That was good. But then this was a whole thing, and you got to fix Foxy and Chica and Bonnie, and then you got to replay FNAF 1 and 2 and 3 in the VR, and then you got to be in the bedroom of FNAF 4 and you saw a baby walk past. That was really good. So I think Help Wanted was the best game in gameplay wise. FNAF 4 for the horror, FNAF 1 for the nostalgia, and all the storyline of FNAF 2 was good. But the gameplay was, I think FNAF 2 was probably one of the weaker ones. Oh, you say weaker, it doesn't mean it's bad, it's just weaker in comparison.
I would personally disagree. Yeah, I think FNAF 3 it had the most hype, but like the weakest effect after it was released, in my personal opinion. But FNAF 2, that one was a big deal, I feel like. I feel like that one solidified.
I mean, it was a big deal because it was something completely new.
You were weak, yeah. I guess now I get it. So it's like in hindsight.
Yes, with the hype of FNAF 2 was unbelievable because FNAF had just come off of a hot summer, like a hot, sexy summer, and then Scott decided to drop a teaser for FNAF 2, and that dropped in October, November time, somewhere around about there.
And dude said it would come out in 2015, and it comes out like the next month.
Yeah, crazy. He didn't even. I can't remember when it was, but it was in hindsight, FNAF 2 is one of the bottom ones for me gameplay wise. But at the time, it was incredible. It was just so much going on, so much storyline, and then FNAF 3 dropped, and that was when I really got invested in the lore, the story, the lore and the storyline at that point. Yeah,
that was a big deal to me as a member of the community. That's when I really got invested in watching channels like your channel and Daco's channel and 8-Bit Ryan and 8-Bit Gaming. I'd watch the Theory Thursdays like religiously after that.
I love that. It was a good era, really good era.
FNAF 4 era, yeah, around then. That was a big deal, and I remember you got on a stream with MatPat, which was a huge deal. I remember I had a watch party with like my friends when that was going on, and it was you, Smike. I don't know what happened to Smike. I miss Smike.
We all do. He just dipped one day. He just vanished.
He just left. He did his outro and he left.
Yeah. He made his money and then that was it.
He ran. He's like I missed the point and click ones. I'm out. Yeah, dude, I felt horrible for him when, like, I guess I get it, but for using fan art, a bunch of people came at him, and I'm like, I never understood that. Because
that was a shame. It was a shame.
I thought it was like,
but at the end of the day, it is their work.
See it as but like, I get that, but it was.
I don't think he asked them. That was the problem. True, but then again, I don't remember exactly what was happening.
It was just an unfortunate situation because I remember almost the entire video was just like a showcase of different fan art. But I thought he credited them. I don't remember. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, it was a very long time. Smike tweeted out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I did see that. I think it was,
and then just disappeared again.
He came back.
No idea. He was a good lad.
Yeah, he came back during, like, I want to say Ultimate Custom Night, and then he dipped again, and then he would come. He was like Corey, but it would just tweet once and then leave.
Yeah,
I missed him. He was a good guy. But you, as Smike, Daco, and 8-Bit Gaming, all you guys.
Yeah, we were occasionally. Yeah, we were all there.
You guys all went on. I think one of you guys had to leave at one point, but I remember having like
we all left. The stream kept getting doxed.
Oh, yeah, your stream got like crashed. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
I didn't know what was going on.
Everybody kept doxing MatPat, so the stream kept getting shut down. So it got to the point that I think it was just Daco in the end that went on, and him and Pat had a chat about the lore and stuff like that.
Wait, so they were doxing him?
Yeah, I'm sure that was it. Like, we kept having stream technical difficulties.
Oh, you mean DDoS?
Because we DDoS, yeah.
I was about to say,
Not doxing. I DDoSing. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Not doxing. No, I'm a boomer. I don't know all these
No,
things.
you're okay. No,
But yeah,
you're
that was
okay.
it. It was DDoSing. Yeah, they were able to do They were able to do it through Skype or something like that.
Yeah, they were screwing with his bandwidth. I remember him talking about that.
Yeah, so it messed everything up. So eventually, what they did was, it was just Dorko and Matt had a little chat.
But you guys came back after, at one point, I remember.
Yeah, we came back a couple of times, and then
There was the FNAF
and then
one.
eventually it was just.
Then there was the one for Dream Theory and Timeline Theory.
Mm.
And then there was one where you guys got DDoS.
It was good though. It was really good fun. It was it's such a long time ago now. Such a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that long ago, for me at least. Like, but time flew by if you think about it.
Oh yeah, it really did. Really has flown.
If there was something you could change about your YouTube career, what do you think it would be?
If there's something I could change.
Yeah.
Probably playing some more of these hype games as they've come out rather than leaving them too late and never doing them, because there's some really cool games that I've missed in the past, like the start of Dark Deception. I missed the hype on that when that first came out because I was doing other things, and then Poppy's Playtime, I wish I'd played that because I got early access to it and everything.
Oh really? I mean, you still have
yeah, it's still big. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I just wish I'd played it when I first got it, but it released the same weekend that Yansim 1980s did.
Oh, that's no wonder I didn't get to play it, because I didn't see about that until like a week after.
Yeah, it came out the same weekend. Well, it dropped on the Tuesday, and Yansim 1980s was the Sunday. So I was like neck deep in Yansim stuff at the time, and I thought, I don't know how big Poppy's Playtime's going to be. It looks cool, so I'll just leave it just now and I'll get on it later. And I've just never found time. So that's one game that I'm definitely going to play, because it's going to be huge. I mean, it already is becoming really huge, but that was one game I wish I'd played and uploaded it when I could have. It's more of those things. Among Us is good. Good if you know the people you play with.
Yeah. Wait,
like if you play with other content creators, then it's good. If you play with randoms online, it's just awful.
Oh yeah. So you've tried?
Oh yeah, not on mic or anything like that. No, just like using the text function, the typing functions and the keyboard. I've just in my spare time when the game first came out, I really liked it and I enjoyed playing it. And it was just to practice, but playing in a lobby with actual humans and then playing with randoms on the internet is completely different. It's completely different.
And I only play Among Us when I can have that experience, because I can't. It's not as fun with randoms, not at all.
No,
maybe
it's
on
not.
mobile, but not as much. Like when I'm on a computer, I have to be playing with friends, and I don't get that opportunity as much anymore. It was good though. It was fun.
It was fun. I really enjoyed those times, but it's kind of disappeared. I mean, you play the same game over and over again, you are going to get bored of it, aren't you?
Yeah. Who do you want to collab with, like, really bad? Like, what's a creator that you just really want to be able to collab with one day?
Nobody really, honestly. Like, yeah. I don't particularly see somebody as, oh, I would love to work. Like, I need to. No. People that I've worked with some really cool people over time.
Yeah.
And somebody I think would be really cool to. If you're talking about like celebrity level, like Jack Black, I would love to do a FNAF video with Jack Black.
I think he would love to do one with you, dude. He loves the FNAF community.
He loves the FNAF community. I would love to do a video on FNAF with Jack Black. Looking at memes or playing Security Breach, something like that. That would be like ideal level.
Do you think he's in the movie, or do you think he has a voice in the game? It's one of the two.
I don't think either at this point, because the movie's definitely not been filmed because they've just changed Well, they've just lost the director.
Oh, I heard about
the director left like a month. Well, it was revealed that the director left a month ago. He could have left way before that.
Why?
It was
I heard it happened. I just never heard why. I assume you know.
what was it put down as? Just a difference of opinion between him and Scott, I think, was the issue.
Well, then good. Because if you can't use Scott's direction, I don't want to see it because...
Exactly. If because I can see at this point Hollywood wanting to go, right, we've had this film on the books for like 6 years now. We just want it done. And it sounds like Scott's like, no, if you got to do it, you got to do it properly. That's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I don't think he's definitely not recorded anything for the FNAF film, 100%, because there's no way without a director they're not even going to do casting. Because it'll be the director and then whoever they hire to do casting will then do it. So nothing to do with the FNAF film. Security breach, we've heard most of the characters at this point. We've heard the Freddy, we've heard Monty, we've heard Chica and Roxanne. Well, obviously it can't be Chica or Roxanne. We've heard the hand unit is back. So we've heard hand unit or whatever role hand unit will reprise in this.
Thank God.
I mean, all the voices so far. I presume Chica's going to be I can't remember her name, but she's been Toy Chica so far from the anime episodes and stuff.
The Yandere Chica, yeah.
Yeah, she's done a great job of Chica, so I can't see any reason why Scott wouldn't use her again. So it would be all the original voice actors coming back, so I don't see where Jack Black would fit. I would love to have him in somewhere, but you don't want to just shove him in for the sake of it. You want to give him a big role.
They could just make a random robot that dances like him in that TikTok.
He's Helpy. That's it. He's Helpy. Helpy's going to finally have a voice, and it's got to be Jack Black.
And every time you poop his nose, he just goes,
or Music Man. Music Man is Jack Black confirmed.
Voice.
Who's Music Man's voice?
I have no idea, but they sing a little song with with cymbals. I remember in Ultimate Custom Night. I think.
Did he sing a song? I don't know if he sang a song.
Voice.
Did he? Honestly, I can't remember. I remember his cue is the symbol. His cue is the symbol crashes. I remember that. But I don't remember if he had a voice. But yeah, again, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
and yeah, Kellen is the sun and the moon and Freddy.
Oh yeah, thank God! Yeah, I'm so happy Kellen Goff is back. He's fantastic. He voices. He's a voice in Yandere Sim, isn't he? He has a voice in Yandere Sim, right? Yeah, he was Ronshaku's dad.
Was he Ronshaku's dad? I knew he was in it for something. I couldn't remember what though. But Kellen's amazing. He's in like mainstream anime, loads of things as well.
He's in he's My Hero Academia, isn't he?
Yeah, he was Overhaul.
Yeah.
And he was in Black Clover and stuff like that as well. He's in loads. I hear his voice and I'm like, that's Kellen.
Yeah.
But it's not straight away. It's like because he changes his voice so much because he's so talented. Like
I've never
you
seen
can't always tell it's him.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Like there's a lot of people in the anime industry and stuff. I'll recognize their voice immediately because they use the same voice pretty much every time. But that's their bread and butter and they're really good at it. But Kellen, sometimes it's I'm a couple of episodes in and I'm like, I swear that's Kellen.
Yeah.
I think it was Fire Force. I'm sure it was Fire Force. Is it Fire Force, the firefighting anime or whatever it is? It was like 3 or 4 episodes in, and I was like, "That's Kellen." I'm sure it is. So I messaged him. I DM'd him. I'm like, "Are you this character?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, you contact a lot of voice actors from both FNAF and Yandere Sim. Like, how is that?
Yeah. Well, like I'm like, I would like to think I was good friends with like Michaela and stuff like that. We've played like Among Us together and. Loads of the voice. We got quite a few of the voice actors in there, and that. Yeah. I think I reach out to them because I'm like, wow, your acting is really good in this. I want to say, well done. I'm playing the like you've done a great job. And then if they follow me back or whatever, or carry on the conversation, then we'll talk from there. And then I've known Kellen and Michaela and stuff for years now.
I finally got to speak to the journalist voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's like
that was a shock to see him come back. We didn't. I wasn't sure if he was going to come back, and because I'm the person who cuts up all the voice lines, which is a dream.
so you've got all the voice lines.
I got all the outtakes. I have every hours of stuff.
Because one thing I like doing is making the voice actors or the characters say things that they don't actually say with their own lines.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's really hard to get the clear cuttings of the voice lines without music in the background.
You do it great with Osana. Don't get the wrong idea. Like, she's got the funniest reactions. Like, so you take advantage of Osana's lines really well.
Yeah. Make her and Senpai say crazy things.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh my gosh, Austin! I want to talk to Austin so bad, but he's not.
Austin is such a chill guy. Yeah. He is so chill. He's such a good lad as well because he did the Poggers line for me as well. Pogger moments. So that's like one of my favorite things as well. And Michaela's said to me as well, if there's anything I ever need, voice line wise for Yan-chan, I can do that as well. So I obviously don't want to inundate them with requests. If there's something I'm like Poggers that is something that they would never say, so it was great for memes.
You know, it's funny. I kind of I don't know if you saw my announcement trailer for my Yandere Simulator album, but I got Midori to say that's Poggers. I got Dev to say that's Poggers.
That's amazing.
It was hilarious. I was trying to get as many voice actors as I could, but I only got those two. I wanted to get like a whole group of voice actors to say it at once towards the end, but I was like, I have a budget, so I had to. Oh, also the Kudere Simulator narrator. I got him to do it, the narration.
Oh yeah.
So it was Mike Pollock. I think that's how you say his name. Then Caitlin Myers, and then Yanderdev, of course. So it was them three. They all helped me with the video. And then I took some lines from Ayano and from Osana and put them in there as well. Do you like the music? I mean, of course I do! So, yeah.
I love using their lines, man. It's so good.
But yeah, so when I first figured out that the journalist had reprised his role, I'm like, Dev, no way you actually got him to come back. And he's like, yeah, since he's been on the project since 2015, and he came to reprise his role after the tapes.
So who is the journalist?
His name's Bradley Gareth. I was able to talk to him on Twitter a couple times. I'm sure he'd love to. Because
he's got such a great voice.
Yeah, he's got
a great voice
on Twitter. They share.
Oh wait, I'm sure I follow him.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you follow him.
I'm sure Brad. Yeah, I've played Among Us with him. He's got such a great voice. I just totally didn't recognize his voice. It's not massively different from his voice when we were talking and stuff like that, but it's so velvet. I love the journalist's voice. He delivers the lines with so much power.
How did you already know him?
Michaela, I was like, Michaela, you want to put together Yansim Lobby? I'll get Biju and Jay. And if you want to ask some of the voice actors if they're free.
So
I also know Ron Shaku quite well as well.
Oh, I've never spoken to her. I don't even know who off the top of my head who she is.
She's brilliant actress.
Yeah. So yeah, Yami is Ribaru, right? I thought Yami voiced Ribaru.
No?
No? I'm wrong. Okay, never mind.
Why is my head drawing a blank?
I forget who voiced Ribaru. I thought Jay said it was Yami. I don't remember. Anyways. But yeah, it's so cool that you are able to interact with all the voice actors. Even you know more than I do, actually.
It's just for being around for so. Oh, it's Hayden. It's Hayden.
Hayden.
Well, I don't know why. I've known her for years. Sorry if you ever watched this. I blanked.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Hayden. Yeah, one of the most talented voice actresses around. She's absolutely incredible. She's in the 1980s as well.
Yeah.
Who did she voice in 1980s? The first rival, is it?
She's Sumire, yes.
Sumire, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I knew. See, yeah, Yandere sent me the tutorial sequence when I was going. Well, he already gave me the rundown beforehand when I was requested to make music, and so I knew it was going to be the third floor bathroom. But then seeing Sumire actually like move around, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Phantom Girl! Like I knew it was gonna be Phantom Girl, but seeing her for the first time, I'm like, people are gonna freak out. I was so excited.
Because you could tell it was going to be her immediately, especially when you went to the bathroom.
The second, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got a donation? Hold up. Thank you, it's Ocean Breeze for the $10. Someone asked what we... I think that... Hold on. Well, let me see what they asked real quick just to make sure. What's your opinion on the LGBTQ? You guys both poggers. I don't have an opinion. I think they're all people, and I think we should treat them as such. I think they're great people, and we should treat them as people.
Sorry, what was the question?
Someone asked what we think of the LGBTQ, and my mindset is they're people just like you and I. I don't really see them as a difference. We're just people, you know? We're all people, and we all have our own unique traits.
We are all beautiful little pog champs in our very different ways. Big supporter. Was that
the way you put things? Oh, we're all beautiful little pog champs.
In all seriousness, though, like you got to do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, like you got to be true to who you are, and as long as you're not doing something illegal, then you got to be who you are. Like. Yeah. Is what it is.
They're all people, and if they're happy doing what they're doing, there's no problem with that, and there's no...
Exactly.
Yeah, if they're not hurting anybody, who cares?
I would never judge somebody on their appearance, on how they choose to be referred to, or how they view themselves. No, never.
I mean, shoot. I mean, there's so much to, like, say about the stuff I do. Like, what am I doing? Like... If we all critiqued each other on every little thing, we just all hate each other, and I'd rather not do that.
There's enough hatred in the world without me adding to it.
Yeah, and thankfully we're doing something that helps people that are going through a lot, so that's what makes this so special. But yeah, how are you on time? I don't want to take too much of your time.
Yeah, I can stay for another 10 minutes if there's more questions. It's flown. The time's flown really quickly, which is crazy.
I know.
But it's crazy. I could do another 10 minutes if people have got some more questions.
All right.
But it's been fun.
So yeah, how do you feel that there will one day be no more Yandere Sim or no more FNAF content?
Bad. As a fan of them, as a fan of both franchises, like I'll be sad. I'll be happy because hopefully by then we'll have some sort of story conclusion and some sort of satisfactory ending. There'll be nothing worse than having invested all this time in it and then having like a Game of Thrones finale where everybody's dissatisfied. You're never gonna please every single person ever, but as long as the good outweighs the bad, then yeah, it will be a sad day. Both are inevitably going to end. Scott's already handed the project over to Steel Wool, so he's going to be helping out here and there. And Yandev, he's not going to work on Yansim forever. So it will be a sad day, but it'll be a happy day, hopefully. In a day that we can be like, right, Ayano got that fresh slice of senpai. She's happy. Hopefully we give her the good ending. The nice ending. We befriended everybody and her and Senpapi are happy. And then we've got FNAF. Hopefully it's all tied up. It's all nice and neat. We're satisfied with the timeline. We're satisfied with how everything's ended off. Yeah. But FNAF has got a scope that can go on for a very long time.
Yeah. With FNAF, were you ever worried about retconning?
No, I don't care about that. Nah, it doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me if Scott wants to change it up and say they were all actually just space aliens from another dimension and we're all perceiving the future through their eyes. I couldn't care. If Scott wanted to say that humans poop out their mouths, I'd be like, right, Scott, I'm doing my twosies face down nowadays. Because Scott's retconned stuff in the past. I can't remember any off the top of my head at the moment, but he has, and he's admitted it. But if they make sense to the story and they're going to improve the story, then I don't care. I really don't.
He said, I'm pretty sure he said with Dalko, he hasn't retconned since FNAF 3. Or something like this.
But at that point, obviously, he didn't know how things were going to go. FNAF 1, or FNAF at the time, as it was called, it wasn't even called FNAF 1. It was
just FNAF.
It was just FNAF, yeah, it was Five Nights at Freddy's. It was like his last-ditch attempt at making a video game, and then it took off. It exploded. I mean, it failed. Its Kickstarter got zero money. Like, literally, not one person donated to it. Not one person donated to it. Then it got uploaded to... I can't remember the first site it went to. It wasn't Steam. It was somewhere else.
I think called Desera, I want to say.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the one.
Gosh,
it got uploaded there. You're a knowledge wizard. It got uploaded there, and then it did. I don't know how well it did there, but when it got uploaded to Steam, it did okay to start with, and then PewDiePie played it.
Yeah.
And Yami Mash, I think, played it, and then
it was Yami.
Somebody else did. But Yami the Markiplier, that was it. And then obviously PewDiePie would be the biggest one of the lot at the time. Really, like it sent it skywards. Like it just exploded.
Was just the FNAF guy.
Yeah. Markiplier's still the king of FNAF. He's never going to try and beat all the levels again. I think he's done with that kind of thing. In the last couple of games, he's never really bothered beating the hard ones. They're challenges for like Dalko and DJ Sturf to do. Yeah,
DJ Sturf's a freaking unit, dude. I don't know how.
He's a wizard. He literally times everything in his head to like ticks using like, I don't know, an internal metronome or something, and he's able to just time everything. Like he knows it to the second. He's a wonderful man. A wonderful man.
His mind is just fascinating to me. How he does all that, how he figures it out, and how he, like, I feel like he's like a walking. His mind is like a living algorithm that he can just like, he'll just learn it like that, and it's insane. Like the fact
and his reaction speed as well.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's not just knowing how everything does, it's having the reactions to do it as well, which is really.
Like, you really got that impression after Pizzeria Sim. Once you played Pizzeria Sim through, that guy killed it. Like,
yeah,
he was like the advanced Cub Scouts of the FNAF community. He would test every myth, everything he could. Yeah. So, what was it like first speaking to like the other YouTubers in each community? Like first talking to 8-Bit Gaming and Dalko when it came to FNAF, and first talking to Mike and Jay and Corey when it came to Yandere Sim. Like, what was that experience like? And Corey with FNAF too.
I can't even remember. I remember. Me and Dalko became friends first. That's where we started talking. We started talking around about end of FNAF 2. I think it was either just after the FNAF 3 trailer dropped, or around about that time we started talking.
Yeah.
And then I remember I can't even remember. I think I've seen one of Dalko's videos of FNAF 2. He found like a secret endoskeleton Easter egg or something, and I messaged him and we were talking for a little bit, and then we became friends. And then I saw 8-Bit Gaming did their top 10 things you missed from the FNAF 3 trailer or something. That video really popped off. I was like, I really enjoyed their thumbnail and the way they edited the videos. I sent them a message saying, all right, lads, just want to drop you a message saying I really enjoyed your video. And then I think they responded. Then we started talking backwards and forwards. Then eventually the four of us got together. We made like a Skype group chat or something like that. And then that was it. That was history. And then I don't even remember when Jay, Mike, and I first started speaking. It feels like a lifetime. It feels like I've known them forever, though.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, every time, like, I watch one of your videos and you have captioned this image, it's always one of them. It's always Corey, Dalko, all your friends.
Yeah. They've got so many, especially Jay and Dalko. They have such great facial expressions that are great for captions. There's like I've got a whole. Honestly, I got so many pictures of my boys. I got more pictures of them than I do of my own child on my computer.
See, I always want to participate, but I'm afraid that because like people now know me as the composer, that will take away from someone else's probably more clever comment. So
Yeah.
I'll just think of something in my head, laugh about it, and not comment, so someone else has a chance.
Mate, most of the comments are just talking about people's toes.
No, you have a really active comment section though. I noticed.
Yeah,
that.
I love the community as degenerate as they can be at sometimes. I do love the community that we've got. They're really interactive, and I do feel honored and privileged to have such an active community. It's good.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Yeah,
Bless them.
Yeah, man. So I really
Right.
appreciate talking with you. I thank you
No
so
problem.
much for
It's
coming.
been fun. No, you're
Um,
doing a great job, and I hope the rest of the stream goes well.
Yeah, I hope to speak with you again in the future. It's
Of
really
course.
great talking to you. Man, yeah, this is like it's kind of crazy since I've been following you for such a long time. It's cool to finally connect with you and now do something really cool for the community.
Yeah, no, it's been an honor, buddy. Thanks for inviting me.
course.
It's good. I really enjoy talking about this stuff. So it's been really easy. You're really easy to talk to, and we've had some interesting questions. So it's always good.
All right, I really do appreciate that. Yeah, and thank you guys for your questions and comments. It helps keeps everything flowing, and thankfully with all the time I've spent watching you, there was a lot of it was easy to come up with. So I appreciate you for your content and everything you've done for the community, and I can't wait to see what comes next, and I can't wait to talk to you again in the future.
No problem. You too, buddy. Can't wait to see what other tracks that you compose as well. For whether it's for more for Yansim or for other things.
Yeah, I don't plan on stopping, so I can't wait to see what
Good
games
lad.
I do next and stuff. I'm so excited. I love this community so much. All right. Well, it was good talking to you. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
You too, Chief. All right then. Right. Bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was a dream come true. Ah! Thank you, Raz. Thank you, buddy. Oh my gosh, that was a dream come true. What just happened? What just happened? Wow. That's awesome.